I'm actually from the International House of Prayer. I have been with Mike Bickle, if you know him. I know he comes here since '83. And in 1999, we started the House of Prayer. It was something that Bob Jones had prophesied in the '80s, in 1983. And this House of Prayer started in 1999. It went 24/7. It's been going 24/7 for almost 17 years. Crazy. I love it. But in this dream, in actual reality, we had 5 interns. And many of you probably know them, but our first 5 interns that we had that first year were Aaron Walsh. He travels the world, an amazing preacher. He started the House of Prayer in New Zealand. Misty Edwards, who her songs have reached the ends of the earth. Alicia Powell, Luke Sullivan, and Shelley Hundley. I mean, amazing, amazing young men and women. They were the first interns. And in this dream, the Lord took me back to 1999 because I know who these 5 are today. And these 5 today are reaching the ends of the earth. I cannot go any place and not hear a Misty song. Every nation I go to, somebody is singing one of her songs, or Aaron has just been there. Luke is an incredible musician. These 5 are touching the ends of the earth. But in this dream, the Lord took me back to 1999 when these were the nobodies. They were nobodies. Nobody knew their name. I mean, they were the ones that did the menial things. And in this dream, it's because Jesus' time, he can take you back, he can take you forward. And in this dream, we went back to 1999, and we were sitting in this trailer, and I was watching these 5 interns who were in their early 20s, and they wanted to conquer the world. Right? Who's 20? Anybody 20? I mean, don't you want to conquer the world? Okay, come on. You want to conquer the world when you're 20. I mean, But what happened is the Lord in this dream, he said they signed up for the first internship, but he said, I signed them up to serve. And in this dream, he started smiling and he said, I call this the gopher internship because, people say go for this and go for that and go for this. And I had forgot about this with these 5 because nobody, they were not famous. They had no, they wanted to do great feats for God, but they had the worst hours. They went and filled people's cars with gas. They, brought people coffee. They cleaned the bathrooms. They had the hours at the House of Prayer that nobody wanted. I remember Luke Sullivan led every night from midnight to 3 a.m. And then Misty Edwards did 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. And no one was there. And in this dream, he took me back to this year of 1999 with these 5. And he said they had no clue in 1999 the scope of their reach. They had no clue. But he said, I needed to lay a foundation of servanthood firmly in place, so that when the suddenly of God falls in their life, there is a foundation of servanthood laid that they will never depart from. And it was twofold serving. It was serving in the natural, but it was serving in the house of prayer. It was serving in the place of prayer. We serve our church, our community, our city, our school, when we gather together and corporately. There's something about corporate prayer. It's not the Matthew 6 time alone with Jesus, but when we come together, we're serving the nations in intercession. And in this dream, that's the point that he was trying to make, is that we need to serve But we need to serve in intercession and serve the church, the community, the family, the city, the state, and the nations. And he kept saying, and I'm watching these 5. I'm watching them because I know the scope of their reach today. And they're doing all the stuff nobody wanted to do. But they moved the heart of the Lord. And it was like everything that they did, all of the little tiny things. We think to be great in God, we've got to do big, giant. But what moved his heart was all that was done in secret when no one's eyes could see, but his eyes saw everything. And nothing was unnoticed. He was writing everything down, and he kept saying over and over, they had no clue the scope of their reach, that their voice would not be in a box. There would be no boundary lines to the scope of their reach, but servanthood had to be firmly set in their lives. And serving is not an invitation to be famous. Serving is an invitation to stay faithful.